I'm here for a live stream on the Canucks against our troubles with the Flames. Before I start my live stream, all across North America, South America, all across Europe, Africa, Asia, Middle East, Oceania, subscribe if you're new, push the massive like, hit that massive push the notifications, massive like, and also share out this live stream. Let's start. Okay, so I'm here for a Vancouver Canucks podcast show, episode 79, on against our arch rivals with the Flames. Anyone can come up and join me with Self Studios, Elston Gun, Ghost 3D, the big Sumich. Anyone can come up and join me. So I went to church yesterday for Easter, for the Easter Vigil. I didn't watch the game. I went to church. I came home and I watched highlights, and the Canucks meet the Flames by 3-2 with Andrei kuzmenko's shootout victory over our arch rivals with the Flames. It's ready, and I'll give out the scores. For all my fans in Europe tomorrow night, it's gonna be a late night live stream for you guys. And well, actually, it'd be easier because for in Europe to watch that one, because it'd be morning over there. Late for me, but morning over there in Europe. Good old Canada, and also the last home game of the season. Okay, so the game against the Flames, actually our of the Flames. The first goal of the game, Cole McQuard, I meant, got his first goal of his first NHL career goal as a Canuck to make it 1-0 over the Flames. Hello. And then the second goal of the first Canucks won. Yes, we did. The Canucks won the game. Elias Pettersson gets the 2-0 lead. In the second period, there was no scores. The third period was Elias Lindholm to make it 2-1. Nazem Kadri made it 2-2. Went to a overtime. Nothing happened, but in a shootout, Andrei kuzmenko got the winning goal to beat our arch rivals with the Flames. Game highlights. It was pretty good. Again, I was at church for Easter Vigil. Highlights were pretty good. So yeah, the Canucks won the game. Also, I was on their last home game too. Oh yeah, he's a good player. He actually surpassed he surpassed the Russian rocket Pavel Berry of 35 goals. If he gets 40 goals in the last few games left of the season, he will surpass I think it's Daniel or Henrik Sedin most goals up to 40 goals. But I don't think any Canuck player ever hit 50 goals. Well, that won't happen because we got a few games left. But if we did got one Canuck player hit 50 goals, he will pull the Gordie Howe 50 goals. It's like Alex Ovechkin a couple times he did that. For the first year as a Canucks, yes. First year as a Canuck, he's pretty damn good. And the same thing with Elias Pettersson. He's almost at 100 points on his campaign. He's pretty good. Yes, sir. Enjoying me playing this game. I'll be going live tomorrow again, but it'll be on my Arsenal. With the fixture against our odd rivals with Liverpool. I actually downloaded FIFA 23 on my PS4 because I thought my phone would be done, but it's not done yet. So I'm going live on it tomorrow night, right at 7 o'clock. I'm not sure, South Cities. I'm not sure if you're an English Premier League fan. And London, England, in Europe. Defection. Which game are you playing there, South Studios? Ooh, Dark Souls too. Is that a zombie game or is that like a horror game? Oh, off the post. Dallas Hawklander scores. Oh, it's a RPG. Liam Mikheyev scores. Another one. Conor Garland. Mikheyev was good in beginning of the season last year when he got traded out of Toronto. But I know you guys are from Toronto because you see one of his chokes under pressure. I'm surprised you guys win the cup over there. Now end your 20 over 50, 60 years, I think, somewhere on there. Yep. Really? Good luck, Toronto. They need it. They really need it to win that series over Tampa, because Steven Stamkos is a pretty damn good player with Vasily. I can't remember the goalie. Yeah, maybe. But it'd be nice if Toronto wins the series. We could end their 2004, I believe. It's 10 years, 14, 20. It's like 23 years since then. Since they got out of the first round. Back then, Toronto was unbeatable with good players, like really good players. I believe they had Wendell Clark in the 80s. They had Tim Horn. They had other greats that played with Toronto and during the original 6 era. They won like 13 cups. I'm not a fan of Toronto, but it'd be nice to see them win the 14th cup. And also end the Canadian Stanley Cup drought too. You may have to check, but I think Kuzi more goals than Matthews. Yep, Austin Matthews. I think recently he got hurt. Austin Matthews recently got hurt. And I think it was his ankle, I believe, right, or left ankle. I think one of the two. Between him and Mitch Marner should give Toronto their 14th cup. If they actually go all the way to the finals. I know my team's out of it because it got eliminated out of the playoffs. My predictions on the Stanley Cup final will be the Winnipeg Jets versus Toronto. If Ottawa pulls America, that might be one too. They have won a cup in over 100 years. Maybe their second cup. The original setters are like won 12 Stanley Cups back then. The Hurricanes, Carolina Hurricanes, aka Hartford Whalers. With Ron Hextall. He was out on that team with the Hartford Whalers. I got 3 now. Well, he's pretty good player too. Especially in all hole. He's pretty good. He's pretty pretty good player. You know, speaking of the Hartford Railers, do you want me to do like a WHA game? Who is your favorite second team with the Canucks? Question mark. Well, there's two. Bo Horvat and Elias Pettersson. But I watched a video today from Glovey McLovin that there's a video of Bo Horvat kind of dissing Vancouver without no playoffs for the third straight year. Between my second latest place is my first, but Bo Horvat is my second. He led us to the Stanley Cup playoffs back in during the bubble season. What is it? Bubble season? The short season during the you know what that I ain't gonna say on it. But him and Chris Tanev from a Canuck. Second favorite team? Only in the East Coast. Like the Carolina Hurricanes. I'm not a fan of the West Coast teams because we're mostly arch rivals, anyways. And it's the Carolina Hurricanes. They should also win their Stanley Cup too, since 2006, I believe, when they beat the Edmonton Oilers. I think it was in Carolina or Edmonton, I think, in that year, I believe. I'm not really sure. I was only like... Minnesota well too. They haven't won a cup yet. The only teams that haven't won a cup yet is us, Winnipeg, Minnesota, Seattle, and Ottawa. Well, they won theirs back in 1917. That was the original. But the newer starters since the early 90s haven't won a cup yet. Same thing with Golden Knights too. They have won one. Well, they almost did, but they didn't. When the Washington Capitals won that year in 2018. Yeah. And it'd be nice for those guys to win their first Stanley Cup. St. Louis did it a couple years ago when they beat the Hitch Bruins. But I think the St. Louis Blues are out of the playoffs now, I think. So yeah, that's about it for the live stream on it. Unless do you want me to do the Hartford Railers? Do like a WHA game between the Hartford Railers against the original Jets? same new players, but jerseys it's like straight like back in the 70s, mid 70s. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, I'll do that. First one, get out of here first. I got 3 games left. I should go back there for a minute. Okay, so next Friday, because I got 3 games left. I got back-to-back games, Monday, Tuesday. Our last one's on Thursday. And for Friday, will be 2 live streams. It's gonna be a short one, like a 10-minute one. We'll give out you guys the first round of my playoffs. I'm in game. I wish it for real, but they're not there. But in the game, I'll do a live stream. It's gonna be short and sweet, only 10 minutes. And then at 7 o'clock, I went live again. And at 7, 8 o'clock or 8. Yeah, 8 o'clock. I'm going live, continuing on my Resident Evil 4 remake. Speaking of the Resident Evil 4 remake, I'm trying my best to do it Monday, but if not, Tuesday. Check this for a minute. This is the all. Ooh, it's all done. Okay, it seems like I'm playing against the Ducks, the Anaheim Ducks. So that means I'm playing against the, well, I should say the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. Usually for that one, it's gonna be between 7 and 7:30 games. For not this week, but the other week, in 2 weeks' time. So it's all set. It's gonna be what is it? April, May, June. It's gonna be 3 months of just playoffs. It's all a mixture of that and my Resident Evil too. And with Danny bothering me with the Last of Us. The Last of Us, I meant. If you look at the East Coast, oh, okay. And speaking of Tampa and Toronto, they both clinched. Let's get out of here, save it, and use that WHG game. Alrighty, so save this. Going to the Carolina Hurricanes, aka Railers. good old Railers. And then we'll be the Jets. Little WHA. Oop. Let's start. Lovely WHA matchup back in the mid-70s. Yeah, they were good players during the WHA days back in the 70s. I think Mark Howe was part of it. I think Gordie Howe too. It was like I think the early 80s he retired. Let's see if we can especially Aho a hat trick here. We could give him 3 goals first. Steven got the goal. I'm a Canucks fan. I know all my players, but some teams I don't even know. Except for Sebastian Aho. I know him. I'm not really sure with the rivalries during the WHA days with the Hartford Whalers. Whoops. Back in the I'm not sure how long. I think it was in the 80s, or called the Hartford Whalers from the WHE days, and then they went to the NHL. I think in the early 2000s, maybe 90s. They're called the Hurricanes. I'm not sure what the players they had back in those days, back in mid 2000s, when they beat the Edmonton Oilers for the Stanley Cup. I know that Ron Hextall was the former player. Andrei Shipskov. Yeah, Andrei Shipskov. Shipskov. Sometimes Russian plays really hard to pronounce. What's your 90s snack? Dunkaroos. Actually, I found Dunkaroos while I was doing my classic 90s food shopping a month ago for that series of eating classic 90s stuff. My favorite is Dunkaroos, and it's still popular still. That and Fruit Roll-Ups. Foot by the foot. Yeah, it's still popular. I think this generation of kids are still eating that still. It was one of the popularity thing since the 90s. It's still going. And also the Doritos 3D chips too is still going still in mid-scale. But there's nowhere to find it around Canada or the States on Amazon. Lunchables, I remember those guys. Well, kinda. I was still young in the early 90s, but maybe I could find those somewhere. Whenever I get my phone fixed, or maybe a new one, and put the parts back on with the SIM card, my videos will continue. Plus the video I did yesterday on my Pokemon, showing off the new Scarlet Violet thing, on my Hashu Shorts video I did. Since Friday night, after that long 4-hour live stream on my Resident Evil. What was that? It wasn't like 4 hours. Like in the beginning of the 4-hour mark. The music. Music. And the food too. But mostly, music. In my generation, of my 90s generation, 90s all the way for the music. Because this generation of music, I heard it's really crappy. No offense to this generations of young people. My favorite 90s music ever is Le Bouger. Corona with him is a dancer. Will McCoy, remember those guys with their all-time song Another Night. Ice Ice Baby from Vanilla Ice. And also the old school the techno music too. And Snow too. Snow and Spice Girls, Britney Spears since the late 90s, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Shaggy, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eazy-E in the early 90s, but they started to be in the late 80s, but with their famous song, you know what it is, you guys know it. And same thing with the Tupac. They're the greatest songs ever. And of course the king of pop, Michael Jackson too. Really good music back in my ears. Surprisingly, actually, all the music is still playing. Still, it's still popular. There's less new music out. Well, there's less music from this generation. It's mostly the 90s stuff. 90s and 80s. But mostly just the 90s. The 90s is my thing. There's just some spotty ones are pretty good in this generation of music, like The Weeknd, Drake, Justin Bieber, Adele, Louis Capaldi, freaking singers. I think Muse, and other great good songs out there. And the food too. Yeah, some great stuff in the 90s. Big nostalgia. Oh yeah, and it still is. If you go on YouTube and type up 90s, there's a couple of videos of people going back to the 90s. I watched one video. It was like like maybe 6-7 years ago. Did a video. He was living his life during the 90s as a kid. He was having the food. You gotta watch it. It's pretty good. Some of it's kind of funny. Because back then, there was no Wi-Fi, no Instagram, no Twitter, no YouTube, no Facebook, no Pinterest, nothing. People go outside, play with their friends at their neighborhood parks, playgrounds. They chat with friends, you know, like go on their phones and text them, give them messages. Well, there was also AOL, MySpace, but I think AOL was in the 90s. It was kind of a thing back then. You connect with friends on AOL. But now because of the high-tech stuff, everything's on phones now. So every time I go out, when I go to work on the bus, and every time I see, people are staring at the phones. And also with this stuff going around in the whole road now, you shouldn't have this stuff. I wish everything was just normal. I was thinking I was gonna do a video on it. That what's wrong with this generation. Make it simple. It's kind of like grandma gear kind of thing, kind of video. Whenever I get my phone fixed, I'll do that. Just the way it was before. So yeah, that's my whole entire spiel on the 90s stuff. Yeah, that's about it. Well, that's it for Legend, guys. Oh, here comes the storm. Anytime when the Hurricanes / Whalers win a game, they do their storm surge. Sorry about that. So that's it for the live stream on my podcast on the Canucks with the win over the Flames. That'll ruin the Flames' chances to get into the Stanley Cup playoffs. I'll be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock with the European flavor of a live stream. Hey, students, I want to ask you a question. Do you like European football? I know Harry does back in Europe in London. It's like morning over there, it's like 9:30 in the morning over there already. Do you like European football? Soft studios? If you're so there still. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. Finish game. Quit game. Not too much. I watched a little bit this year. I like the Dolphins. Oh, okay, so you're an NFL guy. Okay, NFL football. Miami Dolphins. That team hasn't won the Vince Lombardi trophy yet. Same thing with James the Fam. He's also the Dolphins fan too. Of Miami, Florida. Between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dolphins. Not too much. I watched a little bit this year. Well, tomorrow's gonna be a little European flavor live stream. What's your team in the NFL? My team is my Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks. I have a T-shirt on with Russell Wilson on it. But he's gone now. He's in the Denver Broncos, I believe. Or the Dallas Cowboys. Broncos. Yeah, my team is the Seattle Seahawks. So yeah, I'm finished with this live stream. It's almost 5 minutes to the hour mark already. Thank you for, well, it's mostly you stuff studios. Thank you for showing up. And thank you for my second, what do you call it? My second live follower watching my live stream. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my live stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow night with the little European flavor live stream with my Arsenal. If my phone's ready, if my phone's ready or not, depends. Because I was thinking, put that video for a premiere matinee at 9 o'clock, because it'd be easy for London, England to watch it. All my European fans in England will love that. For the video on our travels with the Liverpool, so I'm gonna end it. Here's my final thoughts. All across North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Middle East, Oceania. Subscribe if you're new. Push the share button to share out the live stream out, and push the notifications and the massive like. And also, live long, prosper, and peace out. I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 7 o'clock with a little European flavor. For now, peace. Bye yourself, studios. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.